Straight on the point with Jesse T from some undisclosed location somewhere in the world. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Jesse T.
Well, it's good to be back with you. The Brown Beauty is back on duty. Running a little bit late today. Had some technical issues that I had to kind of wrap up here. Working in on a lot of new technology. Excuse me. I'm working in a lot of new technology, and for the 2019 year, coming up in just a few days away, a Merry Christmas to you. Hope you had a great Christmas this holiday season. This, of course, being December 26th, the first day after Christmas in the year 2018. Boy, oh boy, I hope you got everything you wanted and enjoyed yourself and spent some time with some family and loved ones and some friends. And you had a fabulous, safe, and wonderful time, and hopefully some great memories for you, my friends, here on December 25th of 2018. It's already gone past. Today, a big shopping day out there of bringing things back and getting new things and getting other things. And yes, so you were out there very busy. Freeways were really very light today. They always are the first day after Christmas. People call in sick. And that's always a bummer to have Christmas like on the 25th or in the middle of the week because, you know, you don't get the 4-day weekend, or if you call in sick, a 5-day weekend. You have to go back to work the early morning, and if you had a little too much sauce that night before, a little too hardcore Christmas partying, man, you had a tough time at work today. I don't think much gets accomplished during the Christmas holidays, nor the New Year's holidays, which is, of course, coming up here on Tuesday of next week. It will be January 1st, Tuesday of next week, as I kind of look ahead in the trusty old calendar here to make sure that Tuesday, the next week, will be January 1st. I know it's going to be January 1st because January 2nd lies on a Wednesday. See, I'm already filling out the schedule here. But for Christmas, I got myself the old-fashioned appointment book because I like writing things down still. I enjoy that very much. And a lot of people like to, use their smartphones for that kind of stuff. But I always like to write things down. It's just something that I enjoy doing, and that is writing things down. Yes, so it's kind of old-fashioned, I know. But old-fashioned it is. Hey, good to see you on camera 2 over here. And, back to camera 1 right here. We're kind of goofing around here a little bit, and to kind of see how things work out. There we go. And Instagram Live over here on our Instagram Live audience. So it's good to have you along with us there as well, too. So we know that that's working just fine, and we're pretty pleased with that. So it's good to have you along with me, Jesse T, as we kind of check some other spots here to see if things are working well and things are working predictably as well, and they are. All right, so, hey, want to thank Sifu Eric Lee. Sifu Eric Lee, of course, he was out there with his 2018 Christmas party Sifu Eric Lee invited us to come out to the Christmas party on Friday last week, Dan the Man and I, and we had a great time. I got a chance to catch up with one of the iconic actors of all time, and that, of course, is Hank Garrett. 3 Days of the Condor, won an award for that, and a great comedian. Sammy Davis Jr. broke him into comedy. Just a terrific, iconic actor. He's been in so many films and so many TV programs. He's just one of those guys that somewhere in your career you want to meet and shake his hand, and because you've enjoyed watching him so much. He was in Car 54, one of the very first and most popular comedy series on black and white TV way back. So we got a chance to spread a few words. He's got a new book coming out. Also got a chance to kind of catch up with a lot of great martial artists, a lot of grandmasters and masters out there. And, of course, the show was put on by Eric Lee. We had a chance to run into one of the first ladies of martial arts, and that's Cynthia Rothrock. So she was hanging in there with us and having a good time there with us, and we got a nice interview that ran there. So what you might want to do is you might want to check and see on our timeline and on YouTube, Jesse Torero, we have the show, the Sifu Lee 2018 Christmas special, and we would certainly like you to check into that and check it out. Now, Sifu Lee puts on a great Christmas show. It was done at the Burbank Martial Arts Museum over there on Magnolia Boulevard. They're in Burbank, and it was a great, must have been 200 people in a place that only holds about 65 people. So it was really great, and that's a terrific museum. Anyway, I'll tell you a little bit about Sifu Eric Lee and what he does every year, and he puts on this program every year. And what he does is he invites all these great masters, these great grandmasters and Sifus out there, everybody from the martial arts world of acting and film and training and teaching and fighting. The world champion Danny Lopez, two-time world champion, kickboxing champion Danny Lopez was there. Terrific champion, recently honored up in Andrew Fernelli's Hall of Fame in San Jose for the Taekwondo Hall of Fame. Anyhow, he was there. Danny Lopez was there. So we had a chance to chat with him just a bit. But Sifu Lee has a great line of jackets, of leather jackets. Eric Lee, you may want to check him out on Google search. Bring up his name, go to his website. He has a terrific line of jackets and just some great merchandise, autographed pictures of himself and movies and films and videos and just a lot of great things that you'll check out there. And of course, the jackets are spectacular. He's got 18 different projects that he's working on here that'll be all up on his website here in 2019, and we want you to check that out. That's Sifu Eric Lee. So this is Jesse T, and it's the Jesse T Show. It's good to have you along with me, my friends, on Instagram Live over here, as well as right here on our YouTube channel. We're live, broadcasting to you right here on Jesse Torero, and Facebook.com/Jesse Torero on Facebook, as well as the Power of Voices YouTube channel as well. So we'd like you to check them out. That's our platform where we always emanate from here on the Jesse T Show. So as we progress along today, it's one of those days, one of these short weeks, 3 days left in this week. And I thought, well, 2019's around the corner. Saying hi to Degeneration, I think that is, just joined us over on Instagram Live. Yes, D-Zenation, D-Zensation, DJ Zensation. DJ Zensation just joined us on Instagram Live. So we are on Instagram Live. We are also on Twitter, LinkedIn, Blogger, Google+, G+, Skype, Messenger. We used to be on Snapchat, but that didn't work for us too well. We are broadcasting out on 3 other Facebook channels and 2 other YouTube channels. So we're on the air and everywhere from the community to the world. As we look ahead now to the year 2019. Now, that sounds like a long time from now, but actually it isn't. It's just a few days away. Today, I was down at the animal jail today. That's what I call it. The animal jail, the LA County animal shelter, and I was looking for our cat, Bandit, a Siamese cat who was kidnapped from us over the holiday season. And so we've been having regular daily jaunts to the animal shelter, as well as putting up posters and going door to door where our cat was at, Bandit, a little Siamese little beauty boy. He was neutered, and so I went to the animal shelter because they had a Siamese cat that they found, but it wasn't Bandit. It was too young for Bandit. Saying hi to John Halifax. Hey, John Halfaker. How you doing, buddy? Good to have you along with me. So we were at Animal Jail today, and I posted up earlier on my Facebook timeline, facebook.com/Jesse Terrero, one of the places we're broadcasting on right now. I posted up my time at the Animal Jail, and oh man, I saw a bull mass, a giant bulldog, an English bulldog, and his name is BB, and he just was brought in early this morning, and I thought, man, I'm going to take him home. He was a huge bulldog. He reminded me of my dog Dudley, who was a pedigree. He had world champion lineage, and he in fact himself was a world champion, an English bulldog, huge, massive animal, and he was just looking at me sideways. That's what bulldogs do. They look at you sideways. So do I look like a bulldog? That's what he did. He stuck his tongue out at me. He went like this. Swear to God, he stuck his tongue out at me, man. So I thought, well, I'll take him home. And then I turned around and I saw this Neapolitan Mastiff. Oh, man, his head was this big. Slobbering all over everything. Dribbling and slobbering. And I thought, man, I got to take that dog home. I mean, his paws were like this big. He was huge, you know? He's just 6 foot when he stand up, even taller. Huge, massive dog with these jowls on. So his name was Yoda, and I got him on the jail time video that I took. I stuck my camera in there and took pictures and talked to all the convicts in jail today at the animal jail. And so I thought, well, I'll take Yoda home. And then I turned around and I saw this absolutely beautiful pit bull. Must have been a huge pit bull. And he was smiling. A pit bull that was smiling. Now, how many times do you guys see a beautiful pit bull smile at you? Man, this pit bull was tan and white and had a head like a pit bull head because he was a pit bull. He wasn't a fox terrier, so he's not going to look like a fox terrier. He's going to look like a pit bull because he had a pit bull head. You like the way I got out of that one? Yeah, I got out of that one pretty good. Anyhow, he's looking at me, you know, and big, huge chest, right? And then he looks at me like this. And he goes, "Ooh, ooh." So I thought, he didn't even have a name. Coming a couple of weeks ago, I thought, I'm going to take him home, right? So I'm thinking, how am I going to talk to the warden now, all right? So as I walk down into this other kennel, in the other jailhouse, all of a sudden this thing, I hear this, man, an American foxhound. And I hear it in the back of the jailhouse, so I scamper down there, and this beautiful brown and white and dots and this long nose and just barking and hollering like a hound would. I thought, oh man, I gotta take that one. I gotta take him home. He'll wake my crazy neighbor up, and that neighbor's driving me insane. I'll just put him right there. Well, I thought, okay, I'm going to take him home. Okay? So I get out of there. Okay. I'm thinking, okay, I got to break these guys out of jail, man. I got to break these guys out of jail. You know, they're in animal jail. He got picked up. I know the BB the bulldog got picked up for, hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm BB the bulldog. He got picked up on trying to break into a doggy food bank. You know, that's what the rap sheet on this guy. And the big Neapolitan Mastiff Yoda, you know, he got picked up slobbering all over a little man. He got picked up soliciting a little dog on the street and slobbering all over him. Yeah, I didn't want to, Yoda, I'm sorry, man, but you can't be slobbering on little Chihuahua female dogs. It's not going to work, man. I don't care how horny you are, Yoda. You're like, you know, you're huge. It's sort of like Shaquille O'Neal and a little person who's like 3'11". It ain't going to work. So you started slop. His rap sheet, apparently he's been picked up many, many times for slobbering on little Chihuahuas. But I figured I could rehabilitate him, right? So I'm thinking, okay, what am I gonna do about the pit bull? You know, a pit bull that smiles. Man, Jimmy Kimmel show, man. Fallon, here we come, Seth Meyers. I'm going to have the only pit bull in America that smiles. Right? And he's going to smile on cue. Right? So we're going to be like the ventriloquist smiling. Like, well, you know what his rap sheet is? It's terrible, man. You know what his rap sheet is? He's a party dog. Yep. He had just too much catnip. He got into the catnip, man. You don't understand. The CIA and the drug cartels, they're bringing across under the border catnip, illegal catnip. And this catnip is laced, guys. This isn't the catnip you get at the pet shop. No, this catnip is strong catnip. They're spraying it with stuff. They're spraying it with extra special stuff on this cat. Man, it comes down under the Underground Dog Railroad, right? And guess who's there? Guess who's there? Smiley Dog. The pit bull. He had too much catnip, man. He was like strung out on catnip. It's terrible. It's terrible. So I just went out in the middle of the yard and I just stood there for a second thinking, man, I can't get all these guys home. So I think I'm gonna go over tonight and I'm gonna put some ninja paint on, all black paint face and black hood and black clothes and black paint on my hands and gloves and and wear some black goggles, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna break them out. I'm gonna break them out. That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna break them out of animal jail. We're going to get over there maybe after midnight. So, if you see me in jail tomorrow with my animal friends, you know what happened to Jesse T. So I thought, okay, 2019 is coming along. That's the way I started off my year to the New Year's celebration. What a way, huh? So I said to myself, asked myself, how can we do better in 2019? Off to work. Take care, buddy. John Halfacre's off to work. Thanks a lot, brother. So I figured, how can we start off better in 2019? So I'm an NLP practitioner. Been an NLP practitioner since I was in my early 20s. Guy Stockwell, who was my acting coach, famous man, you might want to look him up. He also was an NLP practitioner and hypnotherapist licensed. And he taught me hypnotherapy, which I learned from my mother, but he taught me NLP, which I studied with him and was certified an NLP practitioner through the Grinder Society in Long Beach. Now, those all mean something to people who understand the NLP world, Neuro-Linguistics Programming. And so it's really a great way to be able to set your life up and work in a positive nature. So I thought, well, I think what I'm going to do is today I'm going to go over some NLP practices that will help you guys in 2019 become very, very successful and make a whole bunch of money. I mean a whole bunch of money. And the reason why I want you to do that, because I'm selfish. All right? I'm very selfish here. And because if you make money, I make money. Because I'm going to sell you a new house. And then I'm going to do your loan. Yeah, I'm going to take care of all your notary needs, you see. Because I've been a broker for 40 years here in Southern California. So I want you to make some money. I'm helping you out here. Jesse T, the Brown Beauty on Duty, is helping you out. So you guys got to listen to me. Okay, this is going to help you guys in 2019. All right? So check it out. Come on. I've got you covered. You can feel my heart, right? Right here. Right? Okay? So, problem is I can't see anymore. I got some new glasses today. I went and had a prescription made. So I'm going to have to use my trusty modern 2018 Sherlock Holmes glass, okay? I'm going to read you some things. These are some old NLP books I had and some old notes, and I kind of just live this stuff, but sometimes I forget the acronym names of stuff. But I want you to get smart this year, guys. And what I mean by that, what I mean by getting smart, is I mean by having a specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timed act. Specific. You have to be specific on what you want in life. If you aren't specific, then the universe and the energy of the universe will not give you the goodness that you want. Specificity is very important. So an example would be, I want that red crayon over there. Well, in that crayon box, there's about 30 different shades of red. So you want the red crayon, and you'll get 10 shades of red, but that's not the red you want. But if you were specific, you would say, I want that ruby red crayon where it's only half the crayon is left, and I have to tear off the paper and sharpen it with this crayon sharpener, and it's on the left-hand side of where all the crayons are. Now, if you're that specific, you're going to get that crayon. It's really that simple. Specificity is very important. Knowing exactly what you want. And if you don't, then there's something you have to do. There's some homework. You got to get a piece of yellow paper, like a legal pad and a pen, and write down the things you want. Okay? And write down the most important things that you want. And narrow it down to one thing that you want. And whether that is to be healthier, whether that is to fall in love, whether that is to excel in your employment, whether that is to create something new the world has never seen and become a billionaire, whether that is to run faster, jump higher, lose weight, whatever it may be, you have to be specific in what you want. Very important, okay? The next thing you have to be in the SMART concept, it has to be something that can be measurable. Measurable is really important because you can't have something that's just so way out that it's immeasurable to get to it. Okay? I'll give you an example. The expectation of you putting down $2 on the next big $900 million lotto and winning that, and you know you're going to win it. Okay? You know you're going to win it. You put $2 on, and you know you're going to win it. But you think if you put $5,000 on that, by $5,000 in tickets, you're going to win it, and you increase your numbers. That's not measurable. Because the odds against you for winning that $900 million lotto are 1,000,000,000 to 1. Okay? So you don't waste your time on something that you want that is immeasurable in getting in that respect. So you put $2 down and walk away. You don't put $5,000 down thinking that, oh, because I put more on, I'm going to get more back. Or another example would be, you want to lose weight. And let's say you're 100 pounds overweight. And you start the diet, the vegan diet. You start running around the block. You join a gym, right? And you give yourself 90 days to lose 25 pounds. Well, the 90th day comes on, and you've been steadfast, but you've only lost 9 pounds. Because the goal, the specific goal you set was not measurable. It was impossible. Same with the lottery. It's not measurable. It's impossible, Pritneer. Okay? But most people then give up because they didn't get to their goal. In reality, you should have just put another 3 months ahead, know that you lost 9 pounds, and you have a measurable number to work with, and say to yourself, I'm going to lose 9 more pounds in 3 months. That's measurable. It's realistic. So your goal has to be measurable. It can't be so out of bounds that it's not measurable, and when you don't get it, you're disappointed and you quit. Okay? Specific and measurable. SMART, SMA. It has to be achievable. You have to be able to achieve it. Okay? It may take a long time to achieve it, but you have to be able to achieve it. Achievable and measurable are very similar. Okay? But you measure your achievement by the achievement that you made. You don't achieve your measurement by the measurement of the achievement, by the achievement of the measurement. In other words, you have a specific thing you want. You have an idea of, you're going to realistically measure that I'm going to get there in 6 months, I'm going to lose 25 pounds. Or in a year, I'm going to lose 25 pounds. It's measurable. And it's achievable. Because a little bit goes a long way than a lot going nowhere fast. Okay? So it's achievable. Your act, your specific thing you want, has to be achievable. And it has to marry well with being able to be measurable. Make sense? Okay. Now, the other aspect of this is R, S-M-A-R-T. Got to be realistic. Okay? It's got to be realistic. And this is where people get haywire. Because measurable, achievement, and realistic are similar but different. The realistic aspect of it is you might not be able to lose weight at the gym. Okay? You might not be able to lose weight swimming in the swimming pool because you can't swim. Or you have a bad shoulder and a bad knee and you can't work out at the gym. Or you have heel spurs and you can't run on a track. Okay? Your specific act has to be measurable. You have to have understanding and a way in which to achieve that. And then it's got to be realistic. So you might have to fix something else first before you can make that realistic act of doing something to achieve the measurable action and reaction that you want in the specific thing you're asking for. Make sense? Okay. The last thing is in the SMART philosophy is the T. And T is really important. And the reason why the T is really important is because it's all about timing. You know, you've heard the old cliche, it's all about timing. The world has everything to do about timing. Well, timing is very important. And the reason why timing is very important is because when you time something, you are giving yourself a place that you're going to get to. Okay? You just can't say, I'm going to be the boss. I'm going to be the boss I'm going to be the CEO of my company. Okay, when? When? I don't know. I'm going to work hard and I'm going to get it. Okay, but when? See, the act has to be, the specific thing has to be timed. You got to say, you know, I'm going to be the CEO of my company 7 years from today. In 2025, I'm going to be running this company. The timing gives you a place to shoot for. It's a target. And when you don't reach that target, you have to make a choice and a decision whether that target is going to be reachable for you where you're at. You may have to move. Okay? So I would suggest that when you do these time things, you make the intervals smaller and make the realistic happening have the ability to make that realism happen, achieve that measurable act in a smaller way, and be specific about it. Because little baby steps create giant leaps. My Sifu in Wing Chun always said, it's best to learn slow than to learn fast. And why is that? He used to say it actually like this: learning slowly is better than fastly learning. That's how he used to say it. He didn't have a grasp of the English language like he does today when he first came over from China in '96. So what he meant was, oh, you can learn everything really fast, but you'll forget it and you won't be able to use it. It won't be a part of you. Or you can learn things really slow and it'll take a little bit longer, but it'll be a part of you and you'll be able to use it forever. And that's what goals are. You have to learn things slower, in smaller steps, baby steps, so that you can, if you need to make an adjustment, move and change. Okay? So that's a smart way of winning in 2019. Now what comes along with that is a basic formula for success. There's 4 points to this. You guys have heard it, but now that you understand SMART, this may make more sense to you. Okay? You got to know what your outcome is. Okay? Work in outcome thinking, not inward thinking. Outcome thinking. Ask what you want and then fill the order. Like that's what Amazon does. Okay? You have to take the action. You got to get out there and get up and make the step. That's often the hardest thing to do, because we have 1,001 excuses why we don't take action on the things we want. And then we wake up someday wondering why we don't have what we want and why we never took the action we needed to take in order to get what we want. We've all had that. I've had that. I should have bought some IPO stock in certain companies. I should have bought some stock in certain companies before. I should have bought more gold when it was $300 an ounce. I should have bought a lot of things, but I didn't take the action. But on a lot of things, I did take the action. Taking action is very important. Okay? You have to be able to have some awareness of your surroundings. Keep your eyes, your ears, your nose open. Keep your mouth shut. The kinetic senses, feeling, smelling, hearing, eyeballs, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and the taste, 5. You need to have an awareness of the sensory perceptions of things that are going around you. Okay? Got to be aware. All right? It's very important to be aware, because you can't make adjustments along the way if you're not aware and you get hit in the head with a brick, or a tiger jumps out from the tall grass and gobbles you up for lunch. Okay? You got to be aware. The signs are there. It's just you're not aware. Okay? And then you have to have the ability to have flexibility both in your physical form, your psychological form, your sociological, your spiritual form, and your behavioral form. If you have anger management problems or emotional management problems, you've got to get You got to get the hand on that, because that'll be the destruction of you. Okay? You got to learn how to manage those emotions, manage those behaviors, manage those reactions. In the Godfather movie series, there's a great line. It says, never talk about the business outside the family. Nobody knows anything, only what we want them to know. That's my part on it. Right? You never allow yourself to be put in a position where you're surprised or where they can read you. They being the enemy. They being everybody else who's not you. Who wants to take advantage of you, manipulate you. All right? You have to have more of a ability to be poker faced and courteous and mannered and positive and nice and charming, but be poker faced. Not let anybody know how you're reacting to whatever it is that they're saying. The easiest person to control in a fight is somebody who's wild and crazy and snorting fire and breathing fire and slobbering and yelling and pointing and using profanity. That's the easiest person in the world to control. The hardest person in the world to control is the one that stands in the corner who's quiet and says nothing and never changes a reaction no matter what you do. That's a dangerous person. That's a person that's skilled. That's a person that takes action. So hopefully some things there on the NLP tip that will help you get along in the year 2019. If you want any of that information, I can get it out to you at winwinwinINC@yahoo.com, or you can always contact us here on the Jesse T Show on Messenger, and you can always contact us directly by giving us a call at 818-800-1343. That's me, Jesse T, the Brown Beauty, is always on duty. Hey, what can I tell you? I'm always looking for a place to help you with and help you get to, because when you win and they win, then I win. We all win together, and we build a triangle of power and strength pointing in the right direction, and the direction you should be going is where you should be pointing, with a strong foundation to launch your success into 2019. That's what it's all about, my friends. The Jesse T Show, we got a big year lined up. So many great and powerful, wonderful celebrities and VIPs and great topics. I'm so excited for this year coming up. And this week is basically going to be just kind of a lay low kind of show. And as we move to the New Year's celebration here across God's blue-green earth. The Jesse T Show, Monday through Friday from 5 to 6 here on Facebook.com/Jesse Terrero, on Instagram Live at Jesse Terrero, as well as YouTube Jesse Terrero. Hey, guys, go subscribe. It's free. Next year, this is what we've got for our members. We've got trips to give away. We've got passes to red carpet and premiere parties, see the movies, talk with the stars, be able to take photos with them, engage them one-on-one in person. We've got cash prize and giveaways and contests we're going to be doing next year for those members who subscribe. It's free to the Jesse T channel on YouTube, YouTube Jesse T, YouTube Jesse Terrero, that is, Torrero. Subscribe, it's free. We're going to have dinner passes. We're going to have passes for you and your loved one. We're going to do some stuff with kids, have people down at the station to watch us and participate in the show, in the studio. Go out to us on some of our live remotes, be a VIP. Lots of cool, exciting things that are going to be taking place in 2019 with the Jesse T Show. But you're only going to be able to take advantage of those things like tickets and posters and hats and T-shirts and stuff. You're only going to be able to take advantage of those things if you are a member. And you have to subscribe to be a member. So please go and subscribe. Our goal this year is to at least subscribe 100,000 people. We want 100,000 people as subscribers on the YouTube Jesse Terrero site by the end of 2019. 100,000. And we want you to be a part of it. And that's our goal, and that's our goal, 100,000. So we got it. That's the number we're going to hit. And so one at a time, you be the first one. We've got about, 20,000, I think, last time I checked, subscribed members. So you want to get involved and subscribe on YouTube, Jesse Torero. And let's push that up because we've got lots of good stuff that I want you to be involved with and participate with us next year. Dan the Man and myself, the Guru Lee, and all of our terrific superstar actors and recording artists and premiere movies and award shows and parades, and it's just so much fun. Parties, private parties, Hollywood mansions, things like that. We're going to be giving away stuff like that, and contest giveaways too. But you have to be a member to the Jesse T Show on YouTube, Jesse Torero. Okay, so go there, and that's where our podcasts always lie. There's about 600 or 700 shows there. I'm going to probably be posting up over the next 6 months another 1,400 shows, older shows from the back history that I've never posted up. So that'll be kind of fun. But there's a lot of stuff to check out and a lot of things to see, and we want you to be a part of it. Okay? All right, great. All right, well, we're going to try to hit the buttons right here and get out of here. You have a great evening. Thanks a lot, guys. Yours